I ditched my Minecraft Forever world to build a better one. One where each build or location has emotion, inspiration, and life. One of my goals to do that is make every automated farm in my new world, starting with Cactus. I need quite a lot of green dye to finish my chest room and make the apartments for my village. Since my character's a cactus, I thought I would model the farm after him, but there's just one problem. I can only get green dye from the cactus, and almost all of the blocks that I use for the model I made use green dye. So here's my journey of my first automated cactus farm. I made a small cactus farm and clay farm for now, but I'm gonna need those cactuses. Luckily enough, while I was building, a wandering trader visited. And exactly what I need, but that's not gonna be enough. So while those grow, I'll open up my creative world and pick up the blocks that I'll use for the giant cactus. Finding the right blocks took some time, but this is the palette I chose. My first design for the farm felt way too chunky on the exterior to match my skin, but the inside made so much cacti. So I had to make a sacrifice and downsize the farm. After rebuilding it, this is what it looks like. For the interior, I had to stop the water from flowing to the lower levels, so I used buttons and incorporated packed ice so that the blocks slide until they fall to the bottom layer. For the final touches, I added the arms to the design of the farm. My town doesn't really look like a great place to put a giant cactus, and I don't want to make another pathway until I get the late game resources I need to make the pathways I want. So I plan on putting the farm over the mountain for my town and adding little spots to make it feel like a mini biome. I did go out exploring for the desert in my world, and while I didn't quite find that, I did find a horse and some other really pretty areas I could plan for projects later. I do use other people's ideas and places I've been for my inspiration. I got the giant avatar idea from an old Minecraft Hunger Games map I used to play. Luckily, I have a ton of crimson logs from farming the leaves for my red trees, right before they announced the Dapple update. Now I'll use the materials I have to start building the foundation. I've been wanting to do that. I can finish these layers for the interior and start putting an outline around it and filling the levels with water. I don't know what I was doing here because I literally walk right off. After that's finished, this is what the farm looks like. I know it's not much and I only got 12 cacti from it so far. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna make an area underneath it that will collect the cactus. I made a contraption with flashing lights that light up when they enter the chest. I'll just need some slimes to make the sticky piston. Another resource I'll need a lot of is melon and bamboo. While melon is easy enough to get, you can only get bamboo from specific biomes or shipwrecks. Knowing how rare it would be for the resources I need, I use a sea checker to locate sunken ships, thinking that I could find it without too much trouble. But surely this won't take too long. We're not done with the boats, but I do stop to go find the treasure this map was pointing to. And after lining up the best that I could, I started digging out the whole area. And dig and dig. As it got closer to night, I placed torches all around so I could dig without worrying about mobs. By the time I was done, this place looked like a meteor had landed and still no chest. So I ended up using a sea checker again, and it put me here. What do you know? There it is. Minecraft was testing me today. While traveling for more boats, I found some more weird terrain with this pillager outpost that didn't generate, but the cages and the flags did. I even found the best of the biomes with the mushroom island. You don't know how excited I was to find this. It's gonna make collecting all the mobs so much easier, and I think it has its own vibrant visual effects. So I have a cool idea for a build when I get the resources. I had visited, I think, 8 different boats over the course of hours, and still no bamboo. But I need it for my cactus farm, and it's one of the best items to have throughout my survival world. I'm not even sure if you can really find bamboo in these things. Though it wasn't a complete waste of time, I did get my first armor trim from the shipwrecks that I can put on display in my armory hallway. After 2 more failed boat searches and traveling thousands of blocks, I decided to just use the sea checker to find the biome. And we're finally here. I've never felt more refreshed to see land. After collecting some bamboo and heading back, I spent some time in my village to gather different wool colors and grab some ice for my farm. Since the farm is giant, I thought I would make some giant flowers to go around it and add more color. After making the flowers and setting up the temporary farm, I start working on the exterior and finishing the lower level. To do that, I mine out a slime chunk and use my looting sword to get some extra slime balls. Pause. I have the front finished, I just need more resources for the back. The only issue I had building the exterior was the water inside the farm, so I just bucket it as I build up, and the other issues was snow falling on my head and shoulders, so I just placed some torches on top. I think it looks good, but it still needs a bit of a desert feel, so I grab all the sand I have and make some slabs. I didn't know just how much sand I actually needed. I had to make multiple trips to collect stacks and stacks of sand that would end up making fewer slabs. And I may have accidentally crafted a ton of glass at some point too. At least I'll end up using it. I have to place the slabs at half height or cover the area in light. Otherwise, the snow will just fall on the blocks and cover the sand anyways. But I want to use these shroom lights to have the snow melt in front of the platforms and in between so that the sand stands out a little. The light only melts a small radius of snow around it, so you kind of have to spam it. After placing down the lights, I realized I didn't like it. So I'm gonna dig all the sand up and have to make one big center circle that can act as a mini biome. That's only natural to happen when you're building, so a lot of the times I like to build things in creative first. But don't get frustrated when you're having to start over parts. If you're feeling tilted, you can always just take a break. The last thing I did was use mossy cobblestone slabs to cover the light so you can see more details of the farm at night. I also placed them around the flowers under the slabs to act as spotlights. But after finishing this little oasis, I might as well check how much cactus I have now, and holy, that should be enough for now. The mini biome looks good, and next I can start working on my housing for my villagers. I can't wait for what's next.